Good morning, Uche and Joku, sneaker principal. And this morning, before I head out, I want to talk to you about something that is missing in your leadership. When was the last time you took the time out to actually sit with a member of your staff? It doesn't matter who it is. It could be school aide, it could be a teacher, it could be front office staff. Just sit down and just have a conversation. Just have a chat. How are you doing? How's the family? How's the weekend, the vacation that you had over the summer? That celebration of your mom's birthday or your dad's passing, wherever it may be, just to have that human one-to-one interaction. When's the last time you did that? The reason I'm asking is that often we get so consumed in our leadership and in our leadership stance that we forget to be human. And that is something that is wrecking your community. Even with parents, find the space to just have a conversation, not just be the principal or assistant principal or superintendent, but actually be a human being that has concern for fellow human beings. Something that is super necessary. Every month I do a thing called Breakfast with Njoku, and it's very simple, from 9:30 till 10:30, about an hour. Have breakfast prepared, delivered to the school, usually muffins, some fruit, coffee, tea. And within that hour, parents can come in and just sit with me and have a conversation about anything. And yesterday we had one of those sessions, and the conversations went from talking about, actually it's funny, I had a parent who's no longer a current parent. Their child graduated last year, but she stopped by to talk about how her child was doing at her new school, high school, and some concerns that she had, and some questions that she had, and some support that she needed to ensure her child would be successful at her new school. Another parent was really concerned about next year. Even though it's October, she was concerned about next year, what would happen to her 8th grade child and the choices for schools for next year. Whether or not her child should join her sister at a charter school or go to a neighboring high school that's nearby. Then another parent wanted to just comment on how things felt different at the school, how previous years things didn't feel as good as it does right now. Then another parent walked in and said, "Hey, I'm a new parent. I just want to make sure that my child's services are being met, because my child has an IEP." And these were just general conversations that were being held openly amongst all of us, just having a conversation. My parent coordinator was there, and she was engaging families in Spanish, and I was there talking to parents, and she was also translating for me. I was engaging other parents, and we were just sitting down having a conversation, a very human interaction. And in that space, I wasn't principal Njoku. I was someone who was actually concerned about their child's success. I was also a fellow parent, sharing some of my concerns as well for my child and their school. And what it did, it created a space of just calm and intentionality around community. But it doesn't just end there. It's also what you do with your staff. As a principal, my days get so far ahead of me. Like, it's insane how one moment is 8 o'clock, and next moment it's like 2:30, and you're like, where did the day go? But I also have to be intentional about finding those moments to say, "Hey, Mr. So-and-so, how are you doing today?" And walking into a classroom, sitting down, not for an observation, but for a conversation, for a check-in. Because when you do that, and you're intentional about doing that, guess what happens? Other human beings in your community would check in with you. They say being a principal is the loneliest job within a school system. But it's lonely only because you live behind closed doors. Whether it's actually literally closed doors or a metaphorical closed door, you have to open up. Community is about being open and connecting with people. So I hope this inspired you today to just find that one person on your staff. It doesn't matter who it is, to say hello and have an intentional conversation. It doesn't have to be an hour-long conversation. It can literally be 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes of just checking in with someone else. With that being said, this is Uche and Joku, Sneaker Principal. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be well.